Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your man, Dr. Harmony, aka Brother Devin, aka Tiger 4161. And tonight, well, as of this morning on the East Coast, uh, I'm gonna be doing a lecture. This is a little mini lecture called "Be an Angelic Human at Home, but an Angelic Warrior in the Streets." Okay, this is called the Black Angelic Male. Be an angel at home and an angelic warrior in the streets. Yeah, that's what this is called. Okay, so basically, um, the reason why I'm making this video is because, you know, throughout American culture today, there is a lot of toxic masculinity within men, as well as toxic femininity, not just only in women but also in men too. From the sense of, you know, one is one is pushing another to accept another, and you really shouldn't do that. Okay, that's number one. Number two, all the way through 10, is basically the main point, and that is, it goes like this: when when you become awakened and, spiritually conscious and devote a lot of yourself to your highest and high to your higher and highest self, excuse me, um uh you have to show people the importance of that through your actions. You know what I mean? So, like, say like you're in a relationship. You don't necessarily have to be married. I mean, if you're married, that could be good too. But say you're in a relationship with a woman at home, and she's actually struggling to be her higher self. If if she if she doesn't know what to do logically, I'm not going to use the word consciously, because you know that that's that's becoming too it's becoming too common and too religious. So I'm gonna be a little bit more rational in teaching this. So if she's struggling to to use the tools to become her highest self logically, then the best thing that you can do as an empath, as a man, um, is to show it through your actions. And the more you show it through your actions and your character, the more your significant other, who is female, will start to see that, and she'll want to mimic it too, and then it'll make her realize that, hey, I'm becoming a better me, you know. Um, so without being too long winded, I just want to say that to be the angelic warrior at home, um, excuse me, to be the angel at home um, means that you have to help solve your family members' problems. Uh, this could also mean your future immediate family. Okay, like your wife, your children. You know, be don't just be a don't just be a king. Um, you know what I mean? Be the teacher. Be the psychologist and the psychiatrist. Okay, be the be the healer, the doctor. You know, um, constantly help around the house. The key is to make sure the key is to make sure to never have your wife complain. Okay. Now, just just because you're an angel, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be weak. Okay, and always conforming and complying. No, because there's some things as a man you just gotta say no to. And same thing for women too. But in this particular lecture, this is focusing on men. Okay. All right. So, fellas, just because you may have a soft side doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be um, labeled as weak and overly submissive. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Um, Also, um, being the angel at home, um, not only does it mean being the psychologist, the psychiatrist, um, physical and occupational therapist, uh, but also doing your fatherly duties, picking up the wife and children from school, making sure that you're taking all the financial steps to keep you and your family secure. You get what I mean? Um, plan parties, make people happy, show off your talents. Okay. Um, Also, being an angel is learning how to protect your home, both uh, both physically and metaphysically. Okay, metaphysical as in spiritual. Okay, it's um, those are two different, metaphysical and spiritual are two different words, um, same meaning. Okay, they both mean the same thing. So you have to protect your home physically and spiritually, and um, you know, all, uh, always exercise the truth, and not one time should you be a hypocrite. If you be hypocritical, um once, people are gonna look at you sideways. Some are even not gonna give you the respect that you deserve. You know what I'm saying? Um, so um, it's about um, not just fighting, but exercising the truth. Okay, fighting with uh, righteous and divine words, not uh, not words of profanity. Per, per, I look at it like this: profanity is for those beings on the earth who are basically uh, demons and male demons and female demons living in a human body. So the thing is, if you want to relate to a demon or a evil spirit, you have to cuss. You have to be profane. Because the more you use their tongue to wake them up, it'll make them want to gain a higher knowledge of self. I I because I I honestly believe that it's never too late for anybody to become enlightened, because any entity can change. I hope you can oversee what I'm saying in all this. Um, Also, um, being an angelic warrior is about protecting himself, his family, uh, his community, and eventually, um, the angelic warrior he might get put in a position where he'll have to protect the whole globe. Okay. Um. So when you are an angelic warrior, and this is for my empathic men out there. When you are an angelic warrior with the with the with the sword of truth, and also the second sword of strength, might, power, and self defense. Um, when you carry both of those swords, not just in your hands, but in your heart and your mind and in your spirit and soul, only can people truly respect you. And like I said last time, be speaking real and doing real things is a consistent thing. It doesn't stop. Being a realist is super spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Just like just like when you become conscious, how how it never ends. So does being a realist. That never ends. Okay, so you gotta keep speaking the truth. You know, put on the full armor of the creator and creatress. Now, me on the other hand, I'm not really into the Bible, but I was just using these two pictures to prove my point. the the helmet of the helmet of salvation, which is nothing more than spiritual freedom. Um, the breastplate of righteousness, um, the sword of truth, and the the shield of um what I would like to include is but belief and knowing, because in order for you to believe something, you have to process a form of knowledge. Am I right? Um, yeah, like I'm showing you the ways to be an angelic warrior. Is to always be pure at heart. Keep speaking the truth. Calling out wickedness and unrighteousness. You know what I mean? Always showing love, empathy, and compassion. And another thing, fellas, don't ever let another man tell you that it's wrong for you as a young man to cry, because if if we didn't cry, we wouldn't be breathing. We wouldn't have spirits and souls right now if we didn't cry. You know what I mean? So don't buy into that male chauvinist uh, pre- reciprocated notion that men are not supposed to cry. And forgive me if I sound so congested. I got sick over the weekend. Okay, um, this was last Saturday, not the Saturday, not the Saturday that just passed, but the following Saturday. Okay, so yeah, don't let another man tell you that it's wrong for a man to cry. You know, in the Black Panther military tactics, it said that in the military, uh, they had this thing where you're never supposed to cry in front of your general, because that is a sign of weakness. Well, if you're an angelic human, the only being you have to answer to is God and nothing else. You know, man is just nothing but flesh. A, a mere mortal, immoral being. Okay. So, with that being said, I want to say, you know, never seek outside yourself. The the um the spirit of the spirit of the god and goddess and the. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I had got a phone call, but but yeah. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, be be the angel at home, but not only should you be the angel at home, but you can also be the angelic warrior at home. Okay, um, you know like okay, like take it from me, right? If you as an angelic person marries a dominant female, you don't you don't you don't have to constantly you don't have to constantly uh you don't have to you don't have to you don't have to constantly um you know be you don't have to constantly take in all of her negativity. um but but at, but at the but but at the same time, um de, demand her respect. Be submissive, but be a man at the same time. And I know a lot of I know that a lot of times, um you know, we we men of empathy really don't like to use apathy, because to us it's considered emotionally and spiritually toxic. But sometimes that's good for us. You know, we need balance in our lives as men. You know what I'm saying? So you know, don't um yeah, don't just just don't let other people um dominant rationalities and negative energies get to you for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to be a so when it comes down to being an angel at home, be an angel of peace, joy, truth, celebration, righteousness. Righteousness and truth should be, as well as divine knowledge, should be carried with you wherever you go. You know what I mean? And it's like, even though I'm universal, I still somewhat follow my art. Because that's where my consciousness is right now. Um, I haven't really gone fully universal as of yet, because it's like when I started becoming a star seed, it's like it's like I let myself there, and I met other physical ET representatives. Let me say that again for a disclaimer. I met other physical representative extraterrestrials, but you know they kind of left me high and dry. With no sense of foundation. I mean, I know what that foundation is for me now, but I'm not ready to build that yet. I'm just trying to slow down, take my time. You know what I mean, and focus on one concept at a time. You know what I mean, and then I can go to the higher stuff. But yeah, um, remember, black to all my black male angels out there. Um, have empathy, but use some apathy sometimes too. It helps. Okay, be angelic, but don't be extremely sensitive. That will cause a imbalance. All right, you got to be strong. I mean, angels don't have swords just like in the second picture for nothing. You know what I mean? The 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 higher councils, you know, gave us that position for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, this is your man, Brother Devin, aka Dr. Harmony, and I'm out. Until next time, y'all. Peace.